What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out once again to the brother Zach Hankins for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. Much respect to him for showing love to Too Raw for TV. All right, so as we all know, the Oklahoma City Thunder have punched their ticket to the NBA Finals with a very, very convincing 124-94 victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 5 at home. And this is the first time that the Thunder have been to the NBA Finals since 2012, which, of course, prompts comparisons because we love to do that, right? We love to make comparisons between different teams from different eras. And Russell Westbrook was recently asked who he got winning between the two teams. So Russ said, quote, 2012, as far as comparing with this team, he said, I don't know. We winning. So he's talking about the 2012 team. Now, of course, the 2012 team was led by Russell Westbrook. Well, really Kevin Durant, then Russell Westbrook and James Harden. I think that was, was that Harden's last year with the Thunder? I can't recall. It was either his last year or next to last year. But anyway, that's the team that, of course, had Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. Harden was coming off the bench. What was the guy named? Cephala Sosa. I forgot the guy name. Cephala Sosa. I forgot some of those guys' names now, man. But you know I'm talking about that team. Very top-heavy, star-studded team versus this Thunder team, which to me is more predicated on defense and is deeper. Now, who would win? I guess it would be a series, right? Let's go with that. This would be a series. Well, I tend to think that the 2025 Thunder would win. Because I've said before, and I'll say it again. When you look at the tendencies of this team, when you look at the numbers, I know numbers don't say everything, but when you look at the totality of what the team has done this year, and when you see what they've done and you compare that to other all-time great teams, they're doing something that's rather historic. First of all, they're tied for the fifth best record in NBA history. Okay, during the regular season, 68-14. During these playoffs, they are, I believe, 12-1. That is compatible with all-time greats as far as records is concerned. Whereas we know the 83 Sixers only lost one postseason game. So they're an all-time great team when it comes to their dominance. They've displayed that during the postseason as well. But yeah, when you compare the 2012 Thunder, remember, Miami beat the Thunder playing small ball, which essentially made guys like Kendrick Perkins, I think Nick Collison was on the team, made them more unplayable. And I think just the style of the Thunder in this era would make guys like Kendrick Perkins, Nick Collison, and that version of Serge Ibaka more unplayable. I think that was just around the time that Serge Ibaka was starting to learn how to shoot three-pointers. But I think it was before that, when Serge was more of a shot-blocking presence and a mid-range jump shooter. I think it was around 2014 afterwards, as the big man role changed. I think that's when Serge started shooting threes. But yeah, that would alter the front line. So then, without Kendrick Perkins, um, less Serge Ibaka, less Nick Collison, then I think that the Thunder will start having the advantage down low with their bigs. As we all know, their bigs can shoot. Um, so when you look at the combination of depth, when you look at the combination of versatility, defense, because I've said it before, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. I think the Thunder have an all-time great defense. This version of the Thunder, um, and all of the versatile scorers that they have. Yeah, they don't have a Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook, but they have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who's the MVP, and they have Chet Holmgren, and they have um, Jalen Williams, and they have a lot of other guys who can get you buckets. You know what I'm saying? They can win games with Shea being off. Whereas that team, if Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook are not clicking offensively, it's harder for them to win. Another thing, too, that I think is tailor made for the Thunder is that um, offensively, that team was very reliant on the ISO creativity and effectiveness of Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. Well, when you have the ball isolated like that against the Thunder, well, you know what I'm saying? And when you got two guys who are extremely turnover prone in Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and we've seen how the Thunder feast on turnovers or turnover prone players. You know what I'm saying? Like Slimer does pizza. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, even Kevin Durant. And even with that, at that stage of their careers, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook and James Harden were not their MVP forms quite yet. Now, Kevin Durant was getting there. Russ wasn't still what he became, and Harden wasn't what he became. So ultimately, I tend to think that the Thunder of 2025 would beat them. And I don't think it would be all that particularly close. I don't care if they do have superstars on 2012 team. As I said before, the 2012 Miami Heat beat them 4-1 in the NBA Finals, and they did it largely by playing small. And I think 2025 Thunder would do essentially the same thing. Um, and that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think when you look at coaches, what's the guy named Mark Daigneault? I hope I'm not screwing up his name. I think he's a better coach than Scott Brooks. Okay, who I believe was the coach of the Thunder at that time. So that's how I look at that. Okay. Anyway, tell me what you guys think.